Okay, so today we're going to be teaching Max a little bit about the basics of the guitar. We're going to study uh, holding position, basic right hand and left hand technique, playing open strings on P, I, and M, and playing the E, the F, and the G on the first string using P, I, and M. So, Max, see how I'm holding it here. So, there's 3 points of contact. One is here, one is here, and one is on your chest. So,
like this.
just let your hand relax up here. The guitar is really designed for the human body. Let's take your right hand. I'm going to move your hand right here, and you can just relax it right here. And see how it rests nice on the crook of your elbow. The neck, when you're playing guitar, should be at about shoulder height. This is to ensure that you're not straining to get to the upper string on the frets here. Yeah. So you're pulling it later on, and I'm seeing you a little bit better on the video, and you look good. Okay, so now we can go to basic PIM technique. Now, PIM refers to actually the fingers of your hand. This is P, and it stands for the Spanish names for those fingers, which unfortunately I forget. But P, I, M. So these two make sense because index finger and middle finger. Just remember that one. So your P, can I see your top? Or your thumb belongs to these upper 3 strings, the bigger 3 strings. Whereas your other 3 fingers correspond to the last 3 strings. So index, middle, ring. So here we go. Can you show me which ones belong to your P finger? Very good. Now can you show me which one would belong to your I finger?
Alright. Would it be this one?
No, in the middle finger. And your ring. Good job. Alright. Now can you do those for me in succession? Just do them one after the other. Oh, you're so good at this. Alright. Okay. So, now you've seen how to play the open string with your P, I, and M. So we're going to move on to the notes on the fretboard. So, the way that the guitar is made, there's an E string, A, D, G, B, E. So, let's see, what would be a good sentence that we could make up that has those letters in it? E, A, D, G, B, E. Let's see. So for like the lines of the staff, we'd say elephants go bananas, dancing funky. So every ape dances great by Easter. What?
Every ape dances great by Easter.
Great by Easter. Yeah. Or you can make up whatever helps you remember the strings. In any case, what's important today is not the strings, but it's actually the frets. So these frets take the pitch up 1/2 step per fret. So this is the high E string that I'm using right here. So hear how that goes up 1/2 step, and all the rest of them are the same. So what we're going to learn today is we're just going to focus on this final E string. And we're going to start you off right here. Now what's 1/2 step above E?
The sharp one, huh?
So that would mean that the first fret would take you from E string to Uh-huh. All right. So then the next one above that, another half step up, is going to be F sharp and then G. So can you go from E to F to G for me? Good job. Doing so good. Gosh, I have to teach you. I have to teach you some other stuff because you have run me out of material. Okay, so we refer to the frets by number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an exercise, no laughing matter, that we do in my guitar methods class, where we take one string and we follow these patterns just to play with the flexibility of our fingers and the mobility of our fingers of the left hand onto the fretboard. So what I would do in this one, I would do this first one, for example, you see it says 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would go 1, 2, and see how I'm changing my left hand finger. 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One thing I forgot to mention that's special about this exercise, and we'll practice these two elements separately, is you use your eye and your thumb fingers. You're going to alternate them. This is to give us practice with changing our fingers to keep us very mobile on the soundboard. So I am, I am.
I am.
Can you just give me an I am on open string? Don't worry about the frets for a moment. Just give me an I am on open string. And just to make this a little bit easier, let me show you something called a rest stroke. A rest stroke, now that you've learned how to do the I am, a rest stroke makes that even easier. Because what you do is you take your finger, whichever finger you're using, and you let it fall onto the next string. So can you do that for me on open string? Good job. That was a very crisp, clear sound. So now that you've done that a couple of times with the I am, we can add in the left hand. So E is open string like we've been doing. So go ahead and do an I am on E. Now add the F. Now can you get to F sharp? And G. Great. Now we're going to go from E to F to G. So we're going to bypass the F sharp. So we're going to leave out this one. Go ahead and E. Oh, no, sorry. Go ahead and do an I am. Sorry, I should have been more clear. Do an I am on E, then I am on F, and then I am on G. Okay, very good. Oh, very good. All right. That takes you to some really basic things on guitar. That shows you your left and right hand position, your holding position, and how to play a couple of notes on the first string. So thank you so much for helping me out today, and let me teach you a couple things about guitar.